Hey guys, I'm Mark, Crypto Boy in Oz, and this is a video on a project that I've invested in now for a couple of months. I'm trying to find a metaverse play, a play to earn play, like game that I'm early on. I'm sick of watching YouTube videos where you'll get all these YouTube influencers talking about these games, what are gonna explode, they're gonna be huge come this next bull market. Now, don't get me wrong, they're more than likely gonna be right if they're choosing the right game. But if these projects have launched, they've already done huge X's already. So finding one really early where it's not launched is kind of key. And I was just in the right place, the right time, in the right group on Telegram, and stumbled across this game, this project, Meta Unreal World. And the more I looked into it, the more impressed I was. The dev behind it, he's worked on some real world games. He's got Unreal experience. And his passion, his dream is to create his own game, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's creating this metaverse play to earn game where you're in full control using Unreal Engine 5. The graphics are like insane, like nothing I've ever seen before. Um, the only thing to that's not left to the imagination is the gameplay itself. And because it's not launched yet, um, they're still working and developing everything. And when they are ready to launch, which is only going to be, um, I'm not sure on a date, but I think it's more going to be like 4 to 6 weeks possibly. And they're building up so they can release not a beta version, but like a small version of the game, which is called the Arena, Meta Unreal World Arena. And this is going to give real world gameplay, game experience. People can submerge themselves into it and like see the graphics, the gameplay, put it all together and be blown away by it. And the reason why they've done that is because they don't want to launch a project and wait for it to um, let people wait months and months and months for it to release any form of game that's working, because people lose interest and then sell and basically don't do the chart any good, don't do the project on it any good. What these guys are doing differently, they're working on it now before launch. So when it does launch, it's not long then, and then you've got the Meta Unreal World Arena game where you can actually experience everything in the flesh, to see the gameplay, to see the graphics, put it all together and decide. And I'm sure from the little snippet I'm going to play with you in a minute, when you see the graphics, it's going to blow you away. So I'm just going to play it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So in Meta Unreal World, you create your own character. So you control everything. I mean, just look at this. This blew me away. Like I've got to be honest. Like when I saw this, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not real, but in the same breath, it's about as real as it's gonna get. I mean, look at the detail, the skin blemishes, the hairs on the chin, the light and the shadows refracting off each other, the hair. I mean, kind of want to make you smile, doesn't it? I mean, looking at it, and it's like, oh my god. I'm just going to jump forward just to some of the just for some of the screenshots from the game, and then I'm going to jump forward again just to show you like actual, not gameplay, but video from within the game itself. But when you look at this and you look at the detail, again, the light, the lighting, the shadows, the depth, and I think that's what it gives. It gives, because the graphics are so insane, and you can concentrate on the lighting and the shadows, um, and that you can obviously bring it in and out of focus. You're getting this depth because it looks so real, which just makes it even more, just makes it pop even more. Oh, so this is the actual video from within the game. And this bit particularly, like this is as close as damn you're gonna get to looking real. So that was insane. The graphics on that. So the only thing that's missing that we don't know yet is the actual gameplay, but that'll come just after launch. And I'm sure looking at the graphics, looking at the detail, the experience, what the devs bring into the table, because this is basically a lifelong dream of his to create his own game. So he's putting all his time, effort, and energy into making this game. This isn't just any old project. This is something that he strongly believes in. He's really passionate, and he's going to succeed, and he's going to make this unreal, pardon the pun, game, and we can all benefit from it because we're all in so early. I mean, I'll just come onto the Twitter page, and just to give you an idea, it's got 65 followers. And again, this team, they're not out there to create all this false hype and create all these false followers to give you the impression it's something that it's not. It's going to do that all on its own. All these followers, 65, they're all just organic, and they're going to continue to grow as more and more people come in and hear of it and find it. And especially when it's launched and people experience it and they play in the arena, and they're going to realize how fortunate they are to get in a game so early. So this is all organically driven, and it's going to start off very slow, but eventually it's going to be like a bullet, and it's going to gain traction, gain speed at record speeds, because once people find out about this project, once like your influencers on YouTube, there's lots of them that are into the metaverse, and they're into all your play to earn games. When they find this project, just count yourself lucky if you've invested in it early, because it's gonna be huge. So I'm just gonna pop over to the website Meta Unreal World, um, and I'm just gonna click on what is MUW, just to give you an idea. So there's gonna be a multiplayer mode. So every story worth telling begins with a first step into the unknown. At Meta Unreal World, we take the step together. One of the great features is the multiplayer aspect. Every change in the world remains for every player. If you cut down a tree in one place, that tree is also cut down for other players. The huge multiplayer world of Meta Unreal World allows you to build entire cities together, to experience adventures together, to fight huge battles. Every consequence will affect your game flow and constantly change the game experience, just like in reality. Get ready to write your own stories and dive into a world full of possibilities. Your place of retreat. We all need a break sometimes, so purchase plots of land and build your dream houses on them. Use them as a retreat, invite friends and celebrate your victories. Build castles or palaces, make profit with them by building workshops, cultivating useful flora, keeping animals, or setting up entire production chains. employ other players as workers and pay them in return, become your own landlord. The possibilities are endless. I think that's where a lot of people aren't fully grasping the depth and the possibilities of the metaverse. It's basically a real world where you can make money wherever you can, whatever you can do in the real world, however you can behave. You can be good, you can be bad, you can work, you can have a really good, a high paying job, you can have a really low paying job. Um, this is all happening in the metaverse. So you'll find that you'll get people in the months and years to come. You'll start getting more and more people where what you do is an occupation, and you could be a blacksmith in the meta and real world. And will you write that on your CV? Possibly. Things are changing, and they're changing at a fast pace. And I really believe that what Metaverse and Unreal World is setting out to do, and the timeline it's giving, this is all going to happen sooner rather than later. Now, there's other projects out there what are promising the earth, and will they deliver? Possibly. Will this deliver? I sincerely believe so, just because of the dev and the team that they've actually got running this. They're running it like clockwork. So just jump lastly to this section here, professions. In Meta Unreal World, you can do anything. As in reality, it makes sense to assess the market situation and offer services that are currently needed in a locality. You are more of a warrior and want to get paid for your combat experience. Offer your services as a bodyguard or an escort. You are a born merchant. Then buy and sell goods in the cities, travel across the country and charge transport costs on your goods. Maybe there's an iron shortage in the next town. Mine iron in the mountains and bring it to the market to offer it to your fellow players. If you're getting this, you can pretty much do anything. That's the idea about it. Now, the first thing that's going to be playable in the meta Unreal World is the arena. So let's bring up this and let's see what this is all about. So what is Meta Unreal World Arena? MUW Arena will be the first playable feature of our main game. Get to know the gameplay elements and graphics. This offers first impressions and a fun game for all PvP veterans. Beginners will also quickly find their way around and be able to test the individual elements extensively. MUW Arena will later be integrated into the finished game and be accessible to all players as a competitive arena. Multiplayer. So MUW Arena will be playable in multiplayer at release. In addition, we offer a single player mode in which you can compete against bots. This way you can improve your skills and prove yourself in multiplayer. Different modes offer you the different victory conditions. In Capture the Flag, two teams compete against each other and try and capture the flag of the opposite team and bring it back to the main camp. Team Deathmatch will put your skills as a team to the test, and in Deathmatch, you are completely on your own. Prove yourself as Lone Wolf and survive the round. Rewards. So what would a winner be without his prize? We offer you more than just freedom. Prove yourself in competitions which can be followed by all the community members. We organise competitions like in ancient Rome. Enter the name in the list of participants and become a legend. And in the end, never-ending fame awaits you. Okay, so the white paper wasn't working, so I've just jumped over to the roadmap. So phase one is the private sale. There were two bouts. The second private sale has just finished. So next up is the official launch of MUW. Phase two, we've got release of MUW Arena, an NFT shop, project update, cinematic trailer, presentation of further games. So the launch of MUW and the release of MUW Arena are pretty much going to happen really, really close together. So once the launch happens, I think within I'd say weeks rather than months, the arena is going to be live. So that's, as I said earlier, that's so new investors that are coming in. You know how impatient everybody is in crypto, so it's giving them something to get the teeth into, and obviously they're investing in a game, and they're investing in a metaverse play, so they're more likely to go to hold it because it's a game that's in early development. and it's got a long-term vision. So if they've got a game to play, it's something to keep them active and um, experience firsthand to realize what they're invested in and how lucky they are as an investor um, to get into this project. So phase three, announcements of partnerships, release of King of the Table, release of another cinematic trailer, and in-game trailers, and then phase four is announcement of the main game via influencers, game, press, media launch of MUW, the main game, presentation of the next season. So as you notice, there's no dates on this, and that's what I like because they don't want to set themselves unrealistic targets. So just having different phases and putting it out there as and when they've developed it and released it, where they've got everything just right, is a way better way of doing it than putting a date on it and then going behind and having a unhappy community. So this is something that I'm really excited about. So if you want to catch any more information on Meta Unreal World, then you can head over to the Twitter account, which is here. It's Project MUW. And if you want to go into the Telegram, just jump on TG. And it's Meta Unreal World Official. That's the official page. And when you get in there, then you can talk to all the different community, talk to the team, get to know more about everything, build relationships, and feel even more confident in the project that you're investing in. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If I've missed anything, please leave a comment in the comment section. If you want me to discuss anything further, and I will do future videos as and when we've got more updates and more things are happening, like when the arena game comes out, for instance. I will publish more videos as and when. But thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next video.